Hello, everybody, and welcome to our November call. To specify, November 24th. And so I messed up a bit on some dates on the newsletter, and what have you. But anyway, so happy that we're here joining, and so much really to be thankful for. I am joined tonight by some wonderful certified practitioners I'm joined by some wonderful certified practitioners who are on the call in the audience tonight. And thank you for being here. And everybody else, thank you for being here. Everybody's awesome. And we also have tonight, in order of how the transmissions will be shared after myself, Erina. It will be Martha Brissenden, and then we will have Neshaa Ramoutar, and we will have Kari Uselman and Linda Green. And so we'll just be flowing through things. And tonight's theme is releasing all that would keep our light dim, all that would hide the creativity that wants to come forth equally through all of us and uniquely in different ways. And so we celebrate that. And my goodness, what a wonderful gift to the collective, to the whole, for everyone to be tapping into the light which you are, and that creation that wants to come through you, opening up fully to love and allowing it to just pour forth. That's how we incur changes in what seems to be external in the world, is just tapping in, nothing fancy, just here we are. It could be fancy, whatever we like. And anyway, tonight's a celebration of that. So I join with all of you. And we turn our time over to the divine, closing our eyes for a moment, allowing mind, allowing body to relax into the present moment. Taking some breaths in, fully expanding belly and chest, and a full exhale, letting go of everything that wants to go, letting go of recycled air that you just took in and allowed to cruise through your body as precious oxygen, releasing back out into the world to be recycled over and over again. The air that we breathe has molecules, at least on a vibrational level, that have been recycling for, millennia, just over and over. We're connected, not just the breath, but mind, heart. We are all one, and there's no separation. And so we celebrate that, and we celebrate each one of us and all, in an awakening of that light that's inside, and tapping into the passion, and the creativity that simply wants to emerge unlimited through you. So, coming into present moment, into this sacred group, this sacred circle that we're creating, and knowing that as everything that we share tonight as we go through this is immediately offered as a gift to the collective, and all those who are open to receive, and there are countless. So thank you for being here. And really the beauty and the power of it lies within each of us. And so I invite you, as we move forward, to just notice what you notice, to tap into, to feel the sensation of your body, to feel the space even, to feel the awakening within you on a cellular level of the joy that is your natural state. And so as we join to kick this off together, we now join and we bring in, with gratitude, all of our ancestors, all of our guides, all who want to celebrate and share with us this beautiful, beautiful transmission that we are all sharing in. And so we raise our awareness on a cellular level, waking up each and every cell, optimizing the DNA throughout our bodies in each and every cell to be more powerful light receivers and transmitters, for that is the primary job of our DNA. It's part of our light body. So waking up on a cellular level, rejuvenating each and every strand of DNA, breathing into that, noticing what you notice, allowing that light to wake up through your whole body, your whole being. There's so much light emitted from the DNA when it's fully active. It's amazing. So we expand and we extend these light fields from our bodies out into the field around us, out into the spaciousness of our environment, and instantaneously into the spaciousness of the universe. We are one. We are one. Now connecting in with this light radiating from our very core, we open ourselves up and either look skyward, it doesn't matter if there's a ceiling over your head, or with eyes closed, imagine whichever is more comfortable with, that you are opening yourself to connect with your primary star system, that star system where your soul first launched off into its journey of exploration through lifetime after lifetime, dimension after dimension, all universes, never separate from source, never separate from creator or all else, but getting a chance to experience separate self through the design of the desire to experience separation. We cannot separate, but we sure can explore and experience things as though we are. So we're now tapping in, bringing it on home. We're ultimately going really all the way home, just collapsing back into full awareness of love, of oneness. In the meantime, en route in our experience, we tap into the star system where we first started exploring. And all beings who we are connected with in that star system, in that planet, wherever it is. And then tapping in simultaneously to each and every lifetime and all the places we have in a given lifetime called home, and waking up the memory over and over and over, expanding our awareness to simply know that we're not linear. We're not these beings. We've played many roles, and yet all of them are roles. And yet, while we're in this one, we can optimize it and use these precious vehicles that we call bodies as wonderful communication devices for love. So we tap into all of our ancestors all over the place, and memories, vibrational memories of all the universes, all the galaxies, all star systems, all the planets that we have jumped around on. And we take that light, all those stars, as within all this light in our DNA, connecting with all that light that seems to be out there, and collapse it into one and open ourselves joyfully to the journey that we embark on together tonight. I invite you to enjoy. And with that, Martha, would you take us further?
Yes, I would love to. Thank you, Erina. And thank you for that feeling of that peace train coming in to start us up, to wake up to the joy and to the passion that resides deep within us here for our call tonight. So we're calling in the assistance of Ganesh, who carries the benefits to us all here as the remover of obstacles, as we are all joined here together. So when I asked today what was I called to support us in this shake-up process this evening, I was guided to an energetic tune-up for the level of our minds tonight. As we know, everything starts in the level of the mind. How we think and what we think starts the whole process off. So we welcome in the willingness now to allow each and every one of us to release the fear of letting go of the past, bringing us into a deep sense of peace and relaxation. So we now release together from all levels of our being, physically, mentally, emotionally, as well as energetically, letting go of all the fears of letting go of the past, letting go of the beliefs that represent our past, releasing beliefs that we took on from our parents, from our teachers, as well as all the beliefs we formed as our perception of how life should be and shouldn't be, all the fear that's involved in that, clearing all the limiting patterns and conditions that we formed as identity and a personality here through our experience through this past. And with willingness and full permission to just release all attachments to a fear of letting go, letting this all go. We collapse all these patterns from all time frames and dimensions back into pure light potential now, reversing all the ill effects that we've experienced through our fear of letting go of the past. We clear this fear and all attachments to it from wherever we're holding, wherever we are holding this in our physical and our non-physical, whether it's conscious or unconscious. We just allow and give ourselves full permission to let these patterns go now. And as we do this, we open up and we allow a deeper sense of knowing who we truly are. And this comes in as a welcoming and a deeper level of joy and passion. We open ourselves up to more freedom to create anew without any restrictions we hold from the past. We now broadcast in a six-dimensional code of 67776 to restructure our narrow pathways to support a higher vibrational, biochemical, and energetic information transmission now. We allow this rate of 67776 to permeate deep into every neuron and electron in our brains now, allowing this rate to support us in the letting go of these old patterns of fear, of letting go of the past. We ask this rate of 67776 to stay with us until no longer needed or required as we move forward. And now we're going to move into, from this fear, the fear of letting go of the past, we're going to move into a forgiveness for the projections of how we project this fear onto others and into our world. So we now clear ourselves in all time frames and in all dimensions of all the limiting beliefs, all the limiting patterns, and all other limiting factors that are held in the energetic realm that are connected to our projections from all aspects of our being now, whether it's physical or non-physical, whether it's conscious or unconscious. We now collapse these patterns back into pure light potential, reversing all the ill effects that we've experienced in all time frames and in all dimensions. We bring all limiting karmic patterns and unconscious agreements related to this pattern of our projections, releasing ourselves and all others involved to be free to start anew. We offer the benefits of this to the whole collective, recognizing as we heal, we never heal alone. And now we're going to bring in for our higher mind. We now bring this in, this thought to support us and to remind us, as I direct my mind back into peace, all aspects of my being and of my life must respond. We bring this in, this thought that is in truth, to replace all thoughts of fear. As I direct my mind back to peace, all aspects of my being, of my life, must respond. So we're just going to bring that in, this thought, this truth, to replace all the fears that we cleared today, filling all voids with this thought. As I direct my mind back to peace, all aspects of my being, of my life, must respond. Thank you, and I'll pass it over to Neshaa now.
Thank you, Martha. That was such a beautiful, energetic tune-up. With love and gratitude, I now calling the supportive crystal energies from the crystal kingdom. I was guided to call in rose quartz. Rose quartz is now coming in to assist us with this clearing. It's known as the stone of unconditional love. It opens the heart to compassion for self and others, promoting forgiveness and healing emotional pain. I was guided today to release forgiveness wherever that is held for us. True forgiveness is called to returning to a state of wholeness, which is your natural state of love. Forgiveness is letting go of what dims our light from shining so bright. When we let go of whatever patterns that we're holding on to, it's where the healing happens. It's giving yourself permission to move forward, to breathe easier, to feel lighter, to be free. We suffer when we hold on and don't let go. And what we don't let go of holds on to us. This inner conflict within yourself is a call for forgiveness. Whatever it is that you want to forgive and release, whether it's self-forgiveness, childhood traumas, relationship and family issues, loss of relationship to debt, or separation in any form, attachment to past hurts and disappointments, whatever you're holding on to, any negative emotions in your heart from someone you feel who has wronged you, whatever it is, we now offer to the light and let it go. We now release ourselves in all time frames and dimensions of all these limiting patterns and memories that we have been holding on to and is now calling to be released and come to completion. We now release from all aspects of your being physical and non-physical, known and unknown, from all factors of your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic bodies, and even all environmental factors, collapsing these patterns back to pure light from all timelines and dimensions, reversing all ill effects, filling all voids with pure love and light, just letting it all go with ease and grace. We now bring all karmic patterns and unconscious agreements related to this to completion, releasing ourselves and all others to be free and start anew. We offer the benefits of this to the whole collective, recognizing that as I heal, I never heal alone. We now move into our higher mind to bring in thoughts of peace and love to wake up the joy and passion within, to support us in the remembrance of love. The highest form of forgiveness is realizing there's nothing to forgive. I am the light of the world. Let me be the light I wish to see in the world. I love and accept myself completely and with unconditional love and unconditional acceptance. I love you. I am so sorry for your suffering. Please forgive me for my misinterpretations of you and me. Thank you for this opportunity to go within and heal my mind. I now pass on to Kari to continue.
Thank you, Neshaa, for that beautiful, love-filled, potent, felt like divine mother essence pouring into our shared field. And as we continue in this space, we deepen our coherence in the field that allows transformation through oneness in this amazing vibrational entrainment that is here now for each of us and the whole of all. Breathing more gently within your system into this unified field where everything is one and everything is many at the same time. Timeless, placeless, yet interconnected, where nothing is separate, yet here we are in duality. And everything is mingling and communicating consciously and unconsciously with everything and everyone in every moment. And it's here in this original wave, vibrational frequency, that all aspects of consciousness are present in and around our bodies. And we can access this space when we're sticky in these patterns that dim our light. We have these beautiful tools that collapse disharmonies back into pure source, infusing these spaces with the love and the joy and our original inner passion that's here to surface always and specifically now in our joined state. There's a collective pattern of not knowing how to fully relax when this dimness presses into our field and it's calling out for support. And when we experience this compression, our system forgets the light that we are, and it contracts around us, and we become cloudy and feel gray. We can pause and consciously breathe so we can recenter. And when we recenter in this 0 point field where there is no dimness and the patterns are dissolved, contraction fades and melts, and our light returns. And it is here in this space where we really touch that I am memory that's in every one of our cells, the all that is, the source that we are inseparable from. And with that, just bring your awareness to your crown, where there's this beautiful gateway to the divine mind of oneness, where the union is whole. And inhale gently through this space, into this space, allowing your breath to bring in and feel gratitude and joy. We're going to anchor this in with the seed sounds. Oh, Sat Yam Om. Oh, Sat Yam Om. Oh, Sat Yam Om. These vibrational seed sounds resonate and remind yourselves of home, of the place in your consciousness where you are whole and bright and free. And it's here where this compression dissolves and our light can radiate again. It's here where we are safe. And we have to remind ourselves, but we can consciously breathe into this space anytime. That's the tricky part, especially when we're compressed. And when we are compressed, it imprints the immune system. And when we're compressed, the system can grow bacteria, and specifically viron, which affects the DNA. It's the part of the virus that affects our DNA. And we can breathe, and we're choosing right now to dissolve the patterns of this bacteria and viron that's imprinting our systems, collapsing that into pure, pure light across all time and space. All the non-beneficial patterns that are held consciously, unconsciously, physically, and non-physically that we've been holding and breathing love into this space, into our bloodstreams, into our cells, into the very marrow of our bones, breathing joy back into our nervous system and light into our auric fields and balance into every single place in our lives where dimness has consciously and subconsciously tried to influence us. Exhaling this pattern, it fully has the opportunity to collapse in all realms, in all parallels. And as we know, we're in a time of great shift, and the tendency, especially for those who breathe out and live through our heart space, so that we are choosing to anchor in peace. And oftentimes this needs diplomacy, but yet we're finding ourselves bending almost too far, so our branches feel like they're breaking at times, but we don't want the conflict. So we can think of diplomacy as supporting an opportunity to have boundaries for self-care, dissolving these notions that we must into pure light for all the lifetimes our souls have experienced, breathing love and harmony into the edginess that has been expressing under the cloak of diplomacy. And when you feel this edginess, when we're trying to be peaceful, there is an awareness for discernment to not overstretch. Don't do another person's work. We can hold space with boundaries for ourselves. And diplomacy loses its intention when there's no reciprocity. So there's an opportunity here to know what's been happening in your field physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So if you're aware of your self-care diminishing your vitality, pause, honor the space, collapse what's there, and we're spinning that and collapsing that so it doesn't have that energy to hook us. Reclaiming the space, breathing in to the space with joy, passion, our innate passion, and this momentum to continue to move forward in love. And it's so important to call in your guides. They respond when we ask. There's also this stickiness, like a static, that prevents our flow. And the static can be like a noise that pulls you away from your center. And as this collapses, the clouds that feel sticky lift, releasing this energy that was pressing inward so it no longer imprints. And in this pause where the frequency and the pattern collapses, your breath becomes freer and your body becomes softer, and you can finally relax, releasing this fear of conflict where there is not. It's called to be diplomatic when we can just center in this space of peace. And we can ask for this state to remain every morning when we wake up and throughout the day. There is so much support here from both natural and cosmic allies. The nature angels are here always. Get outside. Their grace is subtle, but their peace is immediate. If you feel the nudge to go out and just take a breath of fresh air. That's all the time you have. Ask them to clear your field. The star families are our allies right now. And there are so many helpers here. The Palladians are stepping in to my field to say, please call on them to brighten your frequency and align you with an ease as your vessel shifts into these higher dimensional bandwidths. And that I am bandwidth comes from the 8th dimension. And specifically, Master Kuthumi, with his brilliant golden rays, offers support to dissolve this fear when there's not peace, to release the density when it feels sticky, to help us reestablish our inner harmony. Ask him to bathe your field in peace and joy and return fire to your soul's passion. And as we take one more breath into the heart space, feel a spaciousness open. What does it feel like right now? Note how it feels, because when dimness comes in, you can be conscious and dissolve it through our thoughts by coming back to this shared field that's being created through all of us in our interconnected web right now, restoring our light, allowing us to relax, to honor our boundaries, steep in joy, and go forward in our passion, knowing that we are safe And there's a radionic rate of 666,333 that will stay in the field as long as it's needed and no longer necessary for balance and spiritual support and to keep us aligned with our purpose. Anything that is still present, continue this span to dissolve into pure light, bringing in love into those voids, love and joy and freedom and the return of passion. And with that, I pass the torch to Linda, another beautiful, beautiful source and sister of light.
Thank you, Kari. Thank you, Neshaa, Martha, and Erina. It's beautiful, and it's wonderful to be part of this wonderful special clearing towards the light. And what wanted to come in today for a crystal with me was highlight. And highlight is here to help us enhance our intuition and our spiritual clarity, to become more positive, have more positive energy. And it also offers a calming effect, which we could all use. It's one of the most valuable things I'm learning to value, and I'm sure you all are, is those moments of peace, the calm, the effects of being just where you are when you're there completely in that moment, and that moment is peace. And the very first thing that wanted to be addressed is something that comes up so often for almost everyone that I work with, and again, and it is that I'm not good enough. And as much as we work on that, it comes up again and again to be cleared, to remove all patterns, all ideas, all thoughts that in any way we're not good enough, that we did something wrong, that we didn't say it right, that we don't fit in, that we don't belong. Removing all those patterns of I'm not good enough in any way, that these be removed from our thought, that we realize that every time we say we're not good enough, we're dimming our light. And when we understand that we're magnificent, that we're wonderful, that we are born magnificent, and that we just need to come to believe it, and that all the beliefs and all the training and all the experiences we have had in the past have caused us to have a subconscious feeling that for some reason we're not good enough. So we remove this pattern. We collapse it into pure light potential. And we fill all these voids with love and a knowing that we are perfect in every way, and that it's only our mind that condemns, and it comes from ourselves and nowhere else. So to release this and embrace the magnificent that we are. And also any thought that we are limited by our chemical balances in our body, by our biochemical balances. And our biochemical balances are affected by our thoughts, and particularly any thoughts that we're not good enough, that we're not where we need to be when we need to be there, that it's our thought that affects our biochemical balance. So to remove all patterns that we believe that our biochemical balance is not where it should be, and that if only that were perfect, then I would be perfect too. And if we can shift that so that we could say, I am perfect, and my biochemical balance is also perfect. And we raise that balance right now to 100% balanced, flowing through the body, feeling at peace with the chemicals working in the body, the minds and the thoughts following that beautiful process of this chemical balance, feeling the body in tune. You can feel every cell of the body feeling like I'm communicating with this cell, and we're in balance and we're in flow with each other. And any thought that I'm stuck with biochemical imbalances will be collapsed, completely collapsed into pure light potential. And we fill all the voids that these thoughts leave with the expanded awareness of love, fullness in our health and our bodies, and that we are just where we need to be and who we need to be at this moment. We also ask that you consider any new possibilities for yourself. Be open to new things, new ideas, new ways of being. This is the way you can align with your life's purpose, to be completely open, to think an idea that comes to you that you hadn't thought of before, that you just embrace the potential that this idea, this thought has come into your mind for a reason. So opening up to all new possibilities and clearing any limiting beliefs that keep us in a place where we are less than we could be, any fears that are limiting us and our beliefs, removing these fears, collapsing any patterns of fear around a belief that I am limited in any way, to see that I am the powerful being with the same capabilities as Source. I just need to believe it. And when we believe it, we don't need to wait to see it. We need to believe it to see it. So collapsing any balances, limiting beliefs around new possibilities, and also to create a flexible life plan. So to be thinking about our lives, to be bringing in a flexibility around everything in our life that will allow us to consider those new possibilities and to be flexible in the way we address life, to go with the flow, to stop resistance to trying to swim uphill or believing it has to be a certain way. Just relaxing and breathing, taking those breaths. Those breaths can really bring you down to earth and ground you. And the more you're grounded, the more you will feel safe in this body. So feeling the breath, so deep, so beautiful, that sacred divine breath, holding this holy moment. And we wish to bring in some healing rites. The first rite is for emotional trauma. We're bringing in the rate of 33. 3-3. We're broadcasting the rate of 3-3, surrounding you, surrounding me, surrounding everyone on this call. And let's also expand that to those on this planet, because we all need assistance with the emotional trauma. And this 3-3, Christed energy numbers, dissolve those emotional trauma. So we're broadcasting that to you and to everyone else. And we have been guided to come in with another code for mind training, to help us retrain our mind, to catch ourselves when we are thinking that we're less than in any way. And that number will be broadcast as 9933992. 9933992, helping us train our brain into new patterns of living, new ways of looking at things, new ways of being able to look in the mirror and see the perfection that we are. Look at ourselves completely and say, oh, there you are. I love you so much. I'm grateful I am me and that I see who I am today. And there's a meridian point that wanted to be cleared and remembered, and that is the conception vessel. And this is a key pathway, energy pathway in traditional Chinese medicine. And it supports, it's a yin energy that supports yang energy. So it's a very important. and it provides comfort to the child during childbirth and is considered crucial for a mother's emotional, physical, and well-being. So we are going to balance that the conception vessel. We're going to balance it, clear it, open it up so that the body flows with the energy of the body, supporting, and that one supporting the next one. They all work together. So we want them all working at 100%. So we bring this up to 100% and let it flow open throughout the system. And we feel good. We feel how good it feels when this is flowing through the body and we are feeling our meridians working together, supporting one to the other, like we support each other one to the other. And then there is a pattern, which is spiritual disconnect, which is a limiting ancestral belief that we are trying to clear today. And this spiritual disconnect goes back to a specific generation in our maternal lineage. So we move now into that specific generation. We didn't need to know which generation it was, only that there was a specific generation on our mother's lineage where we developed a spiritual disconnect. So we're spinning out that spiritual disconnect, moving into that past generational, which is happening now, clearing that energy and everything that surrounded that original pattern of a spiritual disconnect, feeling that and rewiring our entire brain to feel connected to source, to open up, because when we're connected to source, our heart is open, our mind is open, the love flows, forgiveness is easy, compassion and kindness. When we're connected to source, we feel all things differently. It's easy, it flows, it's wonderful. So shifting any pattern that limited our ability to feel connected. And then I want to close with saying thank you for the light you bring, the love you are, for your desire and willingness to shine brightly and to hold the space for others to find their inner light. And I'll turn it over to Erina.
Linda, beautiful, really beautiful, everyone. And what a lovely flow we have tonight. And so we'll go through a bit more together. And I invite you to take a few breaths right now. Feel the connection within the space, within your body, and perhaps an expansion from all of these lovely shifts we've been going through. Feel yourself connected with the earth. Feel yourself expanded and connected with all that is, connected with the cosmos, connected with all of creation. You are a shining light. So we're now going to assist in an integration with what we have gone through, with both the releases and what has been brought in. Assisting mind and body, connecting, spirit really opening up to alignment. We now wake up mental vitality and clarity. We connect into the very core of your being to give a boost, if you will, to the spark of vitality in mind, in your presence, in all that wishes to come through you. The beauty, the love coming through as creation pours through you uniquely. How wonderful is that? Your light is needed. You are So needed. The whole isn't whole without you. And in truth, how can you not be part of it? So we wake up mental vitality, and we also awaken heart intelligence, waking up the heart mind, where the passion, the desire, the excitement, the purpose lie, where love emanates from. We bridge the brain and heart, the mind and the heart intelligence. On all levels of your being, we create an awareness of this, that the heart mind direct the thinking mind through being open, receptive to higher divine guidance, and being the fountain, the source of that guidance coming through while you are in this plane, and coming through in creative, exciting ideas and expressions, again, that are uniquely coming through you. This is light coming through. It is light coming through because we are activating the heart-mind connection with the thinking mind. And it's all coherency coming in when we're tapped into that. Waking up to this, opening yourself to all possibilities, ready to embrace the unknown, excited each moment in whatever experience you are in, because there's a sense of connection, a sense of pure presence that is waking up in you more and more as you direct your desire and intention to this awareness and to living it. We join and dedicate ourselves to hearing the divine voice within, to tapping into the causeless joy, the passion, exciting purpose, no matter where we're at in life or what we're doing, that the impetus behind everything we're doing is pure joy, passion, purpose, alignment as one with the divine. Feel into this and see where in your space around you, in your body, you may be able to feel this, or maybe it's everywhere, because it is everywhere. Bringing in the vibration and connecting with, I accept my place in the awakening and serve my highest function. I accept my place in the awakening and serve my highest function. My joy lights up the world. My passion, my openness to divine direction, and my walking through this world all the days that I'm here with heart awareness leading the way. Let me be the light I wish to see in the world. Moment by moment, I choose peace or non-peace, love or fear. my dedication to recognizing when I'm not in love, when I'm not at peace, and realizing I can show up lovingly for myself. Fear is always a call for love, and I can wake up the awareness within myself that knows love, that is love. Dedicate myself to this, and may it pour through in all of my encounters, in my thoughts, through my words and my actions here. Seeing everyone as true self, knowing when any judgment on another comes in, it is not divinely guided, and I'm simply not in peace in that moment, and I can choose again. It's so self, capital S, empowering. You are the light of the world. Your light is called for. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. And thank you, everyone, for the beautiful facilitation. We now accept that light within self and as part of the one, and move forward in joy and purpose and passion and delight, because we are aware of it and living that. And so be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for the beautiful facilitations and the beautiful presence of everyone and being part of this. What a wonderful time we're in right now, for all the movement and the changes and seeming challenges going on are really also serving as a portal, as movement. There's movement, so change is carried more easily. We can decide the change that we're carrying, that we're initiating, and that we are. And that's pretty darn exciting. So may you enjoy this exciting venture here. And thank you for being, all of you, part of it with us.